Hello students, how are you? My name is Said Juma. I'm a teacher of biology, and today we are going to learn about sex-linked gene in a topic of genetics. So this is a subtopic. And before starting anything, I want to try to explain the meaning of sex-linked gene. What do you understand by this one? Sex-linked genes. Who can try, please? Ali, stand up, please. Try. Thank you. Clip one. Thank you a lot. Ali said, sex-linked gene is the genes just carried on a chromosome. Good. Well done for trying. But generally, we should know that when we are talking about a sex-linked genes, are those genes carried on a sex chromosome? Carried on a sex chromosomes. Right. So we want to have more knowledge and concept concerning with this aspect. So for that, let you open your textbook, please. Let you open your textbook, please, on a page 68. So you shall start read on the aspect written sex-linked gene. We want get much knowledge and concept concerned with that. So how we are going to read? We are going to read by individual first, then we shall share with our fellow within a group. So make sure that while you are reading the text, you note those difficult words and problem and even a statement. So while you are reading, I will pass through in each group so as to clarify more those problems that you will face. Okay, you may start. Okay, thank you very much for good reading and good discussion. So now discussion is over, and we proceed with our aspect, which is sex-linked gene. We make a general summary from what we have read and from what we have discussed in our groups. As I said, sex-linked genes are those genes carried on a sex chromosome. And normally, we have two kinds of sex chromosome. We have a chromosome and also we have a chromosome Y. So structurally, these chromosomes, they differ in their size. If you look on their size, the chromosome X is larger than the chromosome Y. Y sex-linked gene mostly carried on a X chromosome rather than in Y chromosome, because X chromosome possesses an extra space so as to carry more linked genes. While when you look on Y chromosome, they don't have, they don't have enough space for carrying these genes. That's why sex-linked gene mostly carried on X chromosomes rather than in a Y chromosome. Are we together, students? Okay, if we're together, after learning the issue of sex-linked genes, so now is the time for sex-linked traits. Sex-linked traits in man. So now we are going to look and to learn about sex sex-linked traits, or we may say sex-linked characters in man. Sometime may happen, somebody possesses a sex-linked gene on a X chromosome, so that such people will suffer with a certain problems. So those problems suffered by that person we may call traits, or sometimes we may call characters. Are we together, students? So I want you try to mention example of traits or characteristics of sex-linked genes in man. Who's one? Can try. Sorry, Saira, can you try, please? Example. Good. You say malaria. Good. Clap one for Saira. Thank you a lot. Our fellow, she said, example of sex-linked traits in man is malaria. It is a good, but the example of these traits is what we call hemophilia. Can you say hemophilia? Good. Hemophilia is good example of sex-linked traits or sex-linked characters. And the second one, Zuena, can you try, please? Yes, don't feel shy. Okay, good. Zuena, she tried best. Clap one for Zuena. Thank you. So, Zuena, she tried best to mention example of sex-linked traits in man. She said, red, green, color, blindness. Good. Thank you a lot. So, let us start with the hemophilia. Let us start with the hemophilia. I want someone to try. What do you understand? What you know by this word, hemophilia? Can you try, please? Maybe you ever heard wherever, maybe from your fellow. Try, please, Zuena. Thank you. So, hemophilia, according to Zuena, is just a bleeding or bleeder's disease. Is bleeder disease. Good. Can we clap one for Zuena? Thank you very much. So, this is a most concepts in this aspect concerned with the hemophilia. Hemophilia is a inherited disease. So not only that a bleeder's disease, but also it is inherited bleeder's disease, and controlled by what? Controlled by recessive genes carried on X chromosome. Good. So, when we are talking about hemophilia, can we inherit? Meaning that this disease can pass from one generation to another, can pass from mother to child, right? So that's why we say inherited disease, and normally controlled by recessive gene on X chromosome. As I said earlier concerned with the sex-linked, mostly are found or are carried on X chromosome. So, what the effect of sex-linked gene when are found or when are carried on X chromosomes? When the sex-linked gene carried or present in this chromosome will prevent the formation of what? Will prevent the formation of factor 3. What is factor 3? And what the function of factor 3? Factor 3 is produced mainly in X chromosome so as to increase the rate of blood clotting. So the function of this factor is just to increase the rate of blood clotting to the injured part. So due to the presence or in presence of sex-linked gene on the X chromosome will prevent the production of these factors. That's why the process of clotting of the blood will be slowed down. And that's why the person who suffers from this disease will lose a lot of blood. That's why we call this disease bleeder's disease. Are we together? Are we together, class? So make sure that you note these aspects. Let us take an example. Let us take an example, or before doing an example, let us take a note first. As we said, hemophilia mostly controlled by recessive gene. And carried on a X chromosome. Imagine here we have a female and we put gene like this one. And this will be a female. But which kind of female? Whose one can try? A female will be affected, or normal female, or carrier female. This one, who can try? Ali, can you try please? The state of this female? Carrier. Why did this will be a carrier? If already said, this disease mostly controlled by recessive gene. And this one, all these are dominant genes and not recessive. So this one will be a normal female. This one will be a normal female. What about this one? Who can try? The state of this female will be what? Will be normal or carrier or affected. Who can try? Zoena, can you try please? Why? Stand up please. Try. Don't feel shy. Try. Okay, good. Zoena, she said, this one will be carrier female. Good. Clap one. Thank you. What about this one? What about this one? Ali, can you try please? Okay, good. Clap one for Ali. Thank you a lot. This one will be affected. As Ali said, affected female. What do we observe in this area? In order for female to be affected by this disease, it should be that all X chromosome should carry a recessive genes. And one X chromosome will not enough for female to suffer by this or by such diseases. Thank you very much. Let us look on the male. Imagine here we have such kind of male, X, Y, and the X chromosome carried a dominant gene. Who can try? Why we don't put any gene on the Y chromosome? Why? Who can try? Who can try, please? Zuena, can you try? Why we don't put any genes on the Y chromosome? Can you try, please? Thank you a lot. Good. Clap one. Thank you. We don't put any genes on the Y chromosome because we said those genes, I mean sex-linked gene, mostly carried on the X chromosome. That's why mostly we put that genes on the X chromosome and not on the Y chromosome. So this one will be a normal male. Good. What about this one? Will be what? Is it carrier or what? Ali, can you try, please? Thank you very much. Clap one for Ali. Good. As Ali said, this one will be affected. This one will be affected male. And no other alternatives for keeping male. Male only can appear in two states: in normal states or in affected states. That's why these diseases, mostly uncommon, appear in male rather than in female, because only one chromosome will be enough for male to suffer from such a problem, while in female it must be all X chromosomes to carry the recessive gene. If recessive gene carried on the X chromosome 1 only, such or that person or that female will not suffer from such problem. Are we together, class? Are we together? Okay, if you are together, let us proceed. Let us proceed. Let us take an example. Let us take an example. Okay. Example is, what will be the results? What will be the results if normal man marries a career woman? What will be the results if normal man marries a career woman? Illustrate your answer. So let me try to solve such problem or such example. I'm starting by writing solution, right? Okay, here we have two kinds of person. We have a normal man, as well we have a career woman. So normal man marries a career. So we want to know, their daughter, the state of their daughter will be what? Will be normal, will be career, or will be affected. So here we say that, or we write like that, normal man. So this is a male, normal. This is a male. Sorry. We write this one. This is a male, and the state of this one is normal. Good. So we write this one. Marries a career woman. We write like this one. This is the woman, possesses XX chromosome. So it is a career. So we write here dominant gene, and here we put recessive gene because it is or she is carrier. So this will be a parent. This will be a parent. So we put here, and this here, and this will come here, and this chromosome will come here. So this one we may call a gamete. By which process we make a gamete in our body. Through meiosis process. Good. Through meiosis. Through meiosis process. This is the process taking place in our body so as to produce a gamete. So these male gametes and these are female gametes. If that is the case, we take this one and we cross by this one. So we will have, or we will get XX, and all chromosomes possess X dominant gene. And later on we take this one and we will get XHXX. Good. And later on we take this one, X dominant gene, while Y are free. We can't put any kind of gene. Thank you. And this one, X and Y. So the crossing of these gametes is, we call what? Fertilization. Fertilization. I mean the fusion of the two gametes. So in order to form a zygote, and finally we will get an embryo which will be formed in a daughter of that or of these parents. So here we want to identify this generation, the state of this generation. How can we explain the state of this generation? Okay. The first daughter is X dominant gene and X with the dominant gene. And the second one is X with the dominant gene and X with the recessive gene. And the third one is X with the dominant gene, and the fourth one is X with this one. So we want to explain the state of the daughters obtained after crossing these gametes of our parents. I want to try the state of this one. Who can try, please? Is it carrier, or normal, or affected? Saira, can you try, please? The state? Thank you very much. Clap one for Saira. Okay, she tried well. So this is a normal what? This is a normal female. Good. Why is a normal? Because she don't carry any kind of recessive gene on X chromosome. All genes carried on X chromosome are dominant. So that's why we say the state of this person is normal. Good. Clap one. Thank you very much. What's the state of this one? Who can try? Zuena, can you try, please? The state? Loudly, please. Thank you. Clap one for Zuena. Good. Zuena, she said, the state of this one is, we may say, carrier. Good. She's carrier. Carrier female. She's carrier female. Why? On the one X chromosome, she carried dominant gene, while on the other X chromosome, she carried a recessive gene. So this gene cannot show any effect of this disease. Okay, let us go to the third person. Who can try? Ali? Okay, thank you very much. So the state of this will be a normal, will be a normal male, and the state of the lastly is affected affected male. So this is the result. If you see, the people or the parents married, they want to engage in a marriage. The father was normal and the mother a career. So their children will get normal female, career female, normal male, and there is an affected one. So this is how can we illustrate our questions. As the question said, illustrate your answer. Thank you very much. Is there any problem? Is there any problem so far? Please tell us before leaving. Tell us, please. Okay. So now is your time. I have a little task for you. I have a little task for you. I have a little task for you. Okay, this is your task. You will take and then you will perform later on. You shall submit. So, why do you understand by the term sex-linked gene? And B, name the kind of chromosomes by which sex-linked genes are most carried. Give reason. C, study the following diagram and then answer the question as follows. We have a diagram possessed with a key. The circle one represents female and the rectangular one represents a male. So we have a female one married with this male one, meaning that this is an affected male. So what about their children? They produce 3 children. Two are female, while number 4 are male. So also the number 5 marries with the number 6. They don't know what is the genotype or the kind of genotypes, the kind of genes possessed by this one. And their children produce the 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. So the questions are, what is the probable genotype of number 1? The parent number 1. And what is the genotype of number 5 and 6? And the third question, if number 3 marries a normal man, what are the chances that she will have a color blindness son? So don't confuse. The color blindness is similar to the hemophilia. All of them are sex-linked traits in man. So as we done in hemophilia, you shall do in a color blindness. All are controlled by recessive genes. And lastly, you will illustrate your answer. Up to here, any question? Problem? Maybe you faced a problem, please tell me. Okay, if no problem, let me end up here by saying thank you very much and thank you a lot for good cooperation and good participation. We shall meet again in the next lesson. Bye-bye.